Hi everyone, it's Little Flower 2K sharing the gospel of the digital age. Today I want to talk to you about focusing on the Lord, not looking to the left and not looking to the right. Today I have a small reflection. This is from the Gospel of Luke 12:13-21 that is asking us, are we spending the days of our lives focusing all our attention on things that the world says will make us successful? For example, wearing the right clothes, hanging out with the right people, accumulating things, or having lots of money. Have we become greedy? Do we lie to get ahead? All these things are things for us to reflect and think about. Maybe these things might be earthly things for us, and we're not thinking more on the things of above, the spiritual things that we should look for. These are also things that we cannot take with us when we pass from this life. That's something that we should think about. If it's something that will be of value or benefit to us when we leave this earth, is it important or is it necessary, or should we spend more time on trying to acquire it? All these things that God gives us on this earth are good, but they are made to help us carry out what we're supposed to do on our earthly life. They are not supposed to rule over us or make us put those things before God. So those are the two differences. If we see that some of the earthly things that we have take us away, or our attention away from God first, then those things are ruling over us and those things are empowering over our lives. So we have to really be careful of all those things. That's what is called earthly things. Earthly treasures and heavenly treasures. Our real treasure can be found living a life like Christ. In other words, whenever we're in a situation, we can also say to ourselves, what would Jesus do in this situation? And we would really know the answer right there. A lot of times what we think about is turning the other cheek. What does that really mean? That we're not going to lower ourselves to their level, but we would rather have them have the last word for now, because we're not going to lower our standards for that person. We're not going to act like them. We are going to act the way God asks us to act. We forgive not because the person deserves forgiveness. We forgive because God demands us that we forgive. Why? Because according to the degree of how much we forgive, He will forgive us. I will repeat. According to the degree that we forgive others, He forgives us. And that's the reason why we forgive all the time. We have to forgive as much as we can, because when we get to the tribunal of justice on that day of judgment, which will be the day that we depart here on this earth, we will be judged on how much we loved and on how much we forgave. In other words, our life and our deeds, everything that we did on this earth is our recommendation letter. Our life will be our recommendation letter to the Lord. These are the riches of heaven. It's important for us to stop once in a while and check to see if we are on track. That's why it's good to always do a reflection. I prefer to sit down one day of the week or every other week whenever I get a chance. I usually like to do this as well on first Fridays of the month, when they have the adoration and the chapel, Eucharistic adoration in the church. And I sit down and I reflect to see if I have been forgiving enough on all the situations that I come across. I know it's really, really difficult because sometimes people try our patience. Sometimes the stresses of working every day, of being in in an environment where you have to deal with the mood swings of people, and we have to constantly be tolerating of things that we see that bothers us, and it's not easy. But if we always focus on that eternal reward that we will receive, we will forget about all those little annoying things and focus a little bit more on God. Things that we can do, for example, let go of certain things that we have that we really don't need. For example, go through your closet and pull out the clothes that you no longer use. Pull out books, music, or other items that are just taking up space but are not being used. Donate them. Do a good deed. Donate good things. Not junk, but good things that you might be able to spare and just donate it. Another thing that you can do is donate your time. Donate your time to visit someone and be there for them. There is called this ministry of being present. What that means is that you take out the time to visit someone, to listen to them, so the person has someone to listen to, but not that you're going to listen to them and not care of what they're saying, but actually be there for them. And that is a way of you to give something back. It's always focus on that eternal reward, which is heaven. That beautiful paradise that awaits us. The happiness of heaven. Thank you, and God bless.